How's it going, guys? Just thought I'd go over a quick list that I made and played tonight that I thought was a lot of fun. It's a 2,000 point list I made for Blood Angels, and here's what's in it. Let's see, so I wanted to basically run a list that had a lot of Terminators in it, mostly just one humongous block of Terminators. So I took 10 Thunderhammer Storm Shield Terminators, and all 10 of them have that. And then for NHQ, the first one I took was a Librarian. Put him in Terminator armor, made him an Epistolary, and gave him a Storm Shield. And as for powers, he has Blood Lance and Unleash Rage. So he's 195 points, which is ridiculous, and isn't very cost efficient, but the whole point is that every single turn of combat, he can give the unit that he's with, including himself, preferred enemy, which is freaking fantastic. Being able to reroll all those failed rolls to hit, which I do quite often, is definitely a plus. So then the second HQ I have is a Reclusiarch. I also put him with the Terminators, which makes the unit even more expensive and even bigger. And I put him in Terminator armor, and that's pretty much all I did for him. But since he's a Reclusiarch, he's the 3-wound version, and he's Initiative 5, and all that other good stuff. 2+ armor, 4+ invul, power weapon. It's pretty cool. Then the model that I have is, well, I guess I could throw it in a picture at the end of the model, but it's really cool. It's the newest Terminator Chaplain. He's got his Stormbolter sticking out, and his Crozius in the other hand. It's freaking awesome. This model ends up costing 160 points, and again, ridiculously expensive, but it's still a lot of fun. So he makes the whole unit fearless and lets them reroll failed rolls to hit in the first round of combat. Next thing I added to this Terminator unit, yes, I am continuing to add stuff, was a Sanguinary Priest. Put him in Terminator armor, and that automatically gives him a power sword and a 2+ armor, 5+ invul. Which is nice, because then he gives that entire now 13-man Terminator unit Feel No Pain, Furious Charge. And combined with the Chaplain and the Librarian, they'll be rerolling failed rolls to hit in combat every single turn. They're all fearless. The Sang Priest gives them Feel No Pain. They have Furious Charge when they charge. And it's all 2+ armor, 3+ invul for the main Terminator group. So it is an absolutely nasty unit that comes in at about 890 points, I think. It's just disgusting. Then again, that's all my eggs in one basket, so I can't expect it to do all that well. Though, again, I did play a game with it tonight, and I'll tell you about that in a minute after I'm done telling you about the list. So as for other units, yes, I know some of you are not fans of spamming stuff, but that's kind of how 5th edition seems to work, is you take a lot of units that work well and you use many of them. It just increases your chances of doing well. Besides, the look of it on the battlefield is kind of nice too, but anyways, I got 10 Assault Marines in a Rhino without jump packs, so the Rhino is only 15 points after that's all said and done. There's 2 Meltaguns in there, and the Sergeant has a power weapon, and I copy-pasted that 3 times. And yes, I'm using Adobe Acrobat to read the PDF that I printed out from Army Builder. Army Builder is the coolest program in the world. For those of you that don't have it, you should definitely pay the $35 a year for it. It's wonderful. And then at the end, I've got another assault squad. This time it's only 5 guys with a Meltagun, and the Sergeant has, let's see, just a bolt pistol and close combat weapons, so nothing special. But they're in a drop pod, and that drop pod happens to have a Locator Beacon, as you can see right there. Basically what this is, during the first turn, this drop pod comes in with drop pod assault and plants a Locator Beacon somewhere. And then that Assault Marine with the Meltagun, hopefully, if he hits, can pop some kind of, I don't know, let's say a Vindicator or a Land Raider or something cool. Though rolling that hit in the first place is usually extremely difficult for me, which is why I put all those rerolls in the Terminator unit. Anyways, they can hold an objective, or they can just sort of be a threatening unit and distract the opponent. And then down here I've got 2 5-man Devastator squads with 4 missile launchers in each, and the total cost comes exactly to 2,000 points. I ran something slightly different. Instead of having this assault squad in the drop pod, I had another Devastator squad. It's exactly the same points. So I had 3 of them. Overall, it was a great game. I know I should have done a battle report. I played against my friend Tony's Salamanders, and the game was awesome. We went to the 5th turn. Game stopped after that. We rolled a 2 for a 6th turn, so it didn't happen. And we played Capture and Control with Dawn of War. I ended up winning 1-0, and I was even contesting the other objective. But man, when those Terminators came in, and thank God I didn't mishap with the footprint that they have, because it's 13 large base models, it's ridiculous. They didn't mishap, so it was awesome. Tony spent the game running away from the Terminators, but you know what, honestly I'd do the exact same thing, so I don't blame him. But they were scary. When they got into combat, I was a little unimpressed, but they ended up tying up Vulcan and the Terminators that he was with, and they didn't completely get owned, so I was pretty pleased with them. It was just, honestly, it was board control, because when I deep struck them near his objective for capture and control, he didn't want anything to do with it anymore. And I had enough of a threat near my objective that he couldn't exactly take it from me during the game, so I ended up holding his, as a matter of fact, and contesting my own. But I just thought that you guys might like the list. I thought I'd throw it up here real quick just to get another video up. I'm going to be in the process of doing some more battle reports, and actually in about 3.5 weeks I'm going to Genghis Con, which is a local con out here in Denver, Colorado. That it's going to be held February 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. And sorry if the camera's shaking, by the way. It is frickin' cold where I'm at. I'm actually at my game store right now recording this. So I'm kind of shaking a little bit, freezing. But anyways, Genghis Con, yes. Going to be held in February, again, 17th through the 20th, at the Red Line Hotel, again, about on Parker and 225 in Aurora, Colorado. The 40K tournament that I'm going to be participating in, which has nothing to do with this list, by the way, it's an 1850-point tournament. It's going to be a 5-round tournament with 2 rounds on Friday and 3 rounds on Saturday. Definitely want to hit up denvergamers.org for more information. Again, that's denvergamers.org. And you should probably buy your tickets now if you're interested in going. And they have a whole bunch of events, board games, role-playing games, sci-fi games, historical games. It's ridiculous. They've got so much going on. So yeah, I'll be playing Tyranids at the con, and I'll put up a video of the models I've got once I've got them fully painted, because I do plan to compete in all aspects of that tournament. But in the meantime, like I said, just thought I'd throw this list up and see what you guys thought. You can put your comments of what you thought in the comments section down below, and I will have a list in the more info tab. So let me know what you think, and I will put up another video soon. Talk to you guys later.